much. Let's welcome our last group, Group 8.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 8. My name is Ling and this is Jiachen. Today our topic is confirming arrangements and dealing with complaints. Now let's look at our work assignment. So scenario 2 prepositions and listening practice is made by me, and vocabularies, activity 2 and high-low content culture is made by Jiachen. And then feedback is made by both of us. So the first part is scenario 2. Please turn to page 56. So I will be A and Jackson will be B. So please repeat after me. Good morning, Irene. This is Roger. I'm calling to confirm the arrangements for the accommodations, catering, and awards dinner party.
Okay, don't worry. Everything is under control. You requested 300 executive double rooms and 2 executive suites, right? Executive. Okay.
Could you repeat the sentence, Jiachen?
You requested 300 executive double rooms and 2 executive suites, right?
Exactly. Please note the special request for 200 non-smoking rooms and 20 connecting rooms. And please arrange our rooms on the higher floors.
I'll try my best. By the way, have you decided whether you prefer the dinner to be buffet style or banquet?
We decided on a buffet dinner. And please make sure your chefs can prepare a variety of dishes for different religious needs and special health concerns.
All right. Now, when you say different religious needs, do you primarily mean vegetarian? Or do some of your clients keep halal or kosher?
Sorry, I mean vegetarian. Sorry, I meant vegetarian. We have some clients who are strict Buddhist vegetarians, so they can't have eggs. And of course, no garlic, onions, or leeks in those dishes as well. It will be better to have some dairy-free choices, as a couple of our clients are vegans.
And for the special health needs, would it be sufficient to have some sodium-free and low cholesterol items?
Well, we have some clients who are diabetic. So if you could have some items which take their needs into consideration, that would be best.
sentence you can also repeat.
No problem. By the way, I do need to inform you that a buffet-style dinner party will require a substantially higher fee. Since we will need to arrange more servers.
I understand. How about the stage and the show at the party? Will there be any rehearsals before the show?
Roger, you need not to worry about any technical problems. We've been working closely with our cooperating entertainment company for a long time. And you can rest assured that everything will proceed perfectly.
Thanks, I feel much better now. Okay, so the next part is vocabularies. I'll give the floor to Jiachen.
Okay, in vocabularies, I'll introduce 9 vocabulary in these units. The first one is catering. Please repeat after me. Catering. It means any job making or serving food. And does anyone want to read the sentence? Raise your hand. Okay, please.
Good morning, Irene. This is Roger. I'm calling to confirm the arrangement for accommodation, catering, and enlarged dinner party.
Okay, great. Please repeat after me. Good morning, Irene.
Good morning, Irene.
This is Roger.
This is Roger.
I'm calling to confirm the arrangements for the accommodations, catering, and awards dinner party.
I'm calling to confirm the arrangements for accommodations, catering, and awards.
Okay. Now, number 2, executive. Please repeat after me. Executive. It means relating to making decisions and managing businesses, or suitable for people with important jobs in business. And anyone? Please.
Who's reading? Louder.
Okay. And please repeat after me. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Everything is under control.
Everything is under control.
You have
Good.
a spelling error. Everything is.
Oh, everything is under control. Okay. Okay, please repeat after me. Everything is under control.
Everything is under control.
You requested 300 executive double rooms and 2 executive suites, right?
You request 300 executive double rooms and 2 executive suites, right?
Okay, number 3, variety.
Variety.
It means the characteristic of often changing and being different. And who wants to read the sentence? Okay, Jing.
We decide on the buffet dinner, and please make sure your chefs can prepare a variety of dishes for different religious needs and special customs.
Okay, great. Please repeat after me. We decided on a buffet dinner.
We decided on a buffet dinner.
And please make sure your chefs can prepare a variety of dishes
And please make sure your chefs can prepare a variety of dishes
for different religious needs and special health concerns.
for different religious needs and special health concerns.
Okay, number 4, primarily. It means usually or to a large degree. And who wants to read the sentence? It's a very short one. Okay.
Alright, now when we say different religious needs, do you primarily mean vegetarian?
Okay, please repeat after me. All right.
Alright.
Now, when you say different religious needs,
So when you say different religious needs,
do you primarily mean vegetarian? Okay, number 5. Buddhist. It means someone who believes in Buddhism. And does anyone want to read the sentence? Okay, please.
Sorry, I meant vegetarian. We have some clients who are strict Buddhist vegetarians, so they can have eggs, and of course no garlic, onions, or leeks in those dishes as well.
Okay, excellent. Now repeat after me. Sorry, I meant vegetarian.
Sorry, I meant vegetarian.
We have some clients who are strict Buddhist vegetarians,
Some clients who are strict Buddhist vegetarians,
so they can't have eggs.
so they can have eggs,
And of course, no garlic, onions, or leeks in those dishes as well.
and of course no garlic, onions, or leeks in those dishes as well.
Okay, let's move on to number 6, sufficient. It means enough for a particular purpose. And anyone want to read the sentence? Okay, please.
And for the special health needs, would it be sufficient to have some sodium-free and low
Cholesterol.
cholesterol items?
Okay, great. Please repeat after me. And for the special health needs, would it be sufficient to have some sodium-free and low cholesterol items? Okay, number 7, cholesterol. It means it's a substance containing a lot of fat that is found in the body tissue and blood of all animals, thought to be part of the cause of heart disease if there is too much of it. And anyone want to read the sentence? Oh, it's the same sentence, so we just skip it. Okay, now number 8, substantially. It means, to a large degree. And does anyone want to read the sentence? Okay, Kevin.
No problem. By the way, I did need to inform you that the buffet style dinner party will require substantially higher facings. We will need to arrange more service.
Great. And now please repeat after me. No problem. By the way, I do need to inform you that a buffet style dinner party will require a substantially higher fee. Since we will need to arrange more servers. Okay, now the last one, rest assured. Used to tell someone not to worry and that you are in control of the situation. And does anyone want to read the sentence? Okay, please.
Certainly not worry about any technical problems. We have been working closely with our cooperating entertainment company for a long time, and you can rest assured that everything will proceed perfectly.
Okay, now please repeat after me. Roger, you need not to worry about any technical problems.
You need not worry. There's no to.
You need not worry about any technical problems. We've been working closely with our cooperating entertainment company for a long time. And you can rest assured that everything will proceed perfectly. Okay, the next part is prepositions, and I'll give the floor to Yingzhen.
Okay, so for this part, we have 7 questions. So who wants to answer question 1? Again, please. Yes. Now please repeat after me. I'm calling to confirm the arrangements for the accommodations, catering, and awards dinner party. Who wants to answer question 2? Yes. Please repeat after me. Please note the special request for 200 non-smoking rooms and 20 connecting rooms.
Please note the special request for non-smoking rooms and 20 connecting
Who want to answer question 3? Yes, very good. Please repeat after me. And please arrange our rooms on the higher floors. Who want to answer question 4? Yes, very good. Please repeat after me. We decided on a buffet dinner. And please make sure your chefs can prepare a variety of dishes for different religious needs and special health concerns. Who wants to answer question 5? It's all. Very good. Please repeat after me. It will be better to have some dairy-free choices, as a couple of our clients are vegans. Who wants to answer question 6? Yes. Please repeat after me. Will there be any rehearsals before the show? Who wants to answer the last question? Yes. Please repeat after me. We've been working closely with our cooperating entertainment company for a long time. And you can rest assured that everything will proceed perfectly. Okay, so the next part is listening practice. Please turn to page 57. So before we begin our listening practice, I want to show you 2 vocabularies which are in the audio. So the first one is locate. Please repeat after me, locate. The meaning is to find or discover the exact position or something. Now, please repeat after me. Police are still trying to locate the suspect. Suspect.
It's a noun, and it's suspect. It's a verb, and then it's suspect.
Thank you, Dr. Liang. Okay, the second one is CC, which is an abbreviation for carbon copy. Please repeat after me, carbon copy. The meaning is written at the end of a business letter or in an email before the names of the people who will receive a copy. Now please repeat after me. Could you CC the document to the sales team? Okay, now we will play the audio. Please listen to the following dialogue and answer the question.
Listening practice.
Please listen to the following dialogue and answer the question.
Dealing with customer complaints. Roger, thank you so much for leaving us so many wonderful memories of Hong Kong to take back to Taiwan with us. Most of our clients were very pleased with your arrangements.
I'm so happy to hear that. It's our mission to leave each client highly satisfied with our service. I hope you still will consider and choose us next time.
We will, if our board of directors agrees that this would be the best choice for us. Still, I feel it's only fair to let you know that we have received some complaints from our VIPs. Most of these are minor, but some are a bit serious.
I see. If it's convenient for us to talk now, I'd like to know what the perceived problems are and see if there is anything I can do about them here and now.
All right. Here's the list of all the complaints which we collected from the feedback survey. Let me point out the major ones particularly. One of our clients, Mr. Yang, couldn't locate his luggage upon arrival. It still hasn't turned up. He asked for compensation, but received no responses from either the airline company or your company.
Sarah, I'm sorry to hear that Mr. Yang's luggage was lost. In cases like this, the airline takes full responsibility for transporting passengers' luggage. So what we are in a position to do is assist Mr. Yang in applying for compensation as soon as possible. Would you please leave Mr. Yang's contact information with me so I can deal with this case personally?
Sure, that would be better. Another complaint is from Ms. Wang. She requested a change of room in the hotel as she felt hers was too cold. She asked one of your project assistants for help, but the assistant shouted at her rudely, saying he could not do anything about this. Ms. Wang was a bit shocked by the assistant's temper.
Sarah, I do apologize for the unsatisfactory treatment that Ms. Wang received from our assistant. As I understand, it was a bit difficult to arrange a new room for Ms. Wang, since it's the peak travel season in Hong Kong, and the hotel rooms have all been fully booked these past few days. The assistant in question is a newcomer to our company. He apparently lacks experience and cannot control his temper as well as is required. I certainly regret that his attitude has been such as to reflect poorly on the standard of quality and professionalism that our company tries to maintain. We are taking this matter with the utmost seriousness and will make sure to offer Ms. Wang a full apology. And I hope you can accept my sincere apology. I believe it would be most unfortunate to allow this incident to tarnish the reputation of our company or harm the cooperation that we have built up.
Well, it's better if you can issue a formal report to us regarding how you feel this incident should best be handled and CC it to Ms. Wang. Otherwise, I'm afraid the board will not be very happy about this since Ms. Wang is one of our most important clients.
I will certainly do so, Sarah.
One, what happened to Mr. Yang?
Who wants to answer the question? Yes, very good. It's A. So, why the answer is A is because in the dialogue, Sarah says one of our clients, Mr. Yang, couldn't locate his luggage upon arrival. Now let's look at the question 2.
2, why was Ms. Wang shocked by the project assistant?
Who wants to answer the question? Very good, it's A. Now, why the answer is A is because in the dialogue, Sarah said, but the assistant shouted at her rudely. Now let's look at the last question.
3, what will Roger probably do next?
Who wants to answer the question? Raise your hand. Yes. Now, why the answer is C is because in the dialogue, Sarah said, and CC it to Miss One, which can take to the vocabulary that we see to everyone. Very good. Now, the next part is activity 2. I will give the floor to Jiachen.
Okay, so now let's move on to the activity 2 and please turn to page 59. Okay, so in activity 2, we are now gonna do a role play with a partner. For complaints 1 and 2, student A is the project manager explaining what happened and what action will be taken. And student B is the client making the complaints. Then we will reserve the roles for complaint 3 and complaint 4. So for the first one, Ingjen and I will do an example. So Ingjen will be student B customer and I'll be student A manager.
There were no vegetarian dishes at the dinner party.
Okay, I'm genuinely sorry that we didn't research each customer's eating habits in advance. And I'll tell the kitchens to prepare a vegetarian meal and will improve next time. Okay, the complaint to the scenario is the time allotted for shopping was not sufficient on the local tour, and Ingjen will be the customer.
The time allotted for shopping was not sufficient on the local tour.
Okay, we apologize for the limited shopping time, and this was due to a tight schedule to include all key attractions within a day. And to solve this problem, we will adjust the itinerary for tomorrow to allow extra time for shopping. And now complaint 3, who wants to be the customer? Please raise your hand. Just you need to read out the sentence. Okay, no one, then Yingzhen will be customer again, okay, and I'll be manager again.
The hotel room was too cramped and has the odor of smoke.
We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, and this may have been caused by high occupancy, and a non-smoking room was not properly used. And we will promptly upgrade your room to a larger non-smoking one to ensure comfort during the rest of your day. Okay, complaint 4, I guess no one to read, so Ying will be customer again, and I'll be manager.
The project assistant was unhelpful and unfriendly.
Okay, we apologize for the assistant's behavior, which may have been due to miscommunication, and we will address the issue with the assistant immediately and assign someone else to assist you if needed. Okay, next, let's move on to the high-low contest culture.
No, you missed the apology letter. Could you turn to your book on page 59?
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
59. Because of all the problems above, you need to write an apology letter. That's the point of this activity. Would you read this part?
Okay, you are the project manager and you need to write a formal letters to apologize regarding what your clients complained about.
And how do you write a complaint, an apology letter?
Okay, so if you need to write a client's complaint apology letter, then I guess first you need to let them know who you are. That in the first section you need to tell them.
No, you just finish this letter. Dear Mr.
Okay.
Johnson.
Oh, okay. Dear Ms. Johnson, I'm very sorry to hear that you were not happy with.
With what?
Didn't have enough time for shopping.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm writing to express my sincere apology and hope you can accept my explanation. And we don't have enough time for shopping because we need to due to a tight schedule to include all key attractions within a day. So to solve this problem, we will adjust the itinerary for the next travel to allow extra time for shopping.
Okay. That's the key point for this exercise. You need to learn how to write an apology letter.
Okay. So now let's move on to the high-low contest culture. So in today's high-low contest culture, I would like to discuss something about education. So in Taiwan, a learning environment often relies on implicit understanding and nonverbal cues. Even if students do not fully understand the material or solution, they might still respond affirmatively or positively. For example, they will say, I understand, to avoid embarrassing themselves or implying criticism of the teacher's explanation. Therefore, this approach can sometimes lead to gaps in understanding, as students may prioritize maintaining social harmony over openly expressing confusion, and teachers may need to rely on indirect cues such as body language or hesitation to detect if students truly grasp the contents. And on the other hand, in Sweden, the classroom environment encourages open and direct communication. Students are taught to ask questions freely and express their doubts without fear of judgments. Swedish society values individualism and transparency, so teachers are seen as facilitators rather than authority figures. And questioning is viewed as a positive way to enhance understanding and engage critically with the material. So this leads to a more interactive and collaborative learning environment where misunderstandings are addressed in real time. It means it is addressed immediately, fostering deeper comprehension and critical thinking skills. Yeah. Okay, and next is our feedback.
So this is my feedback. I'm glad I did better than the first presentation by avoiding doing the same parts as the previous group. So because my grammar is very poor, the preposition questions are very challenging for me. But I still try to make the answers correct and tense appropriate. Through this unit, I learned how to confirm arrangements with others and deal with customer complaints and opinions when I enter the workplace in the future. I also know the meaning of CC, which is carbon copy, in the listening practice. To sum up, this presentation is interesting and useful to me. I also improved myself or cooperate with my classmates.
Okay. Presenting and creating confirming arrangements and dealing with complaints was a precious experience that helped me acknowledge effective meeting process and the skills required to become a good problem solver. And furthermore, by developing the PowerPoint slides, I learned how to make each point clear and engaging for my classmates. Overall, this project taught me the importance of conducting effective evaluation to achieve successful meeting. Oh, and here's our references for the high-low context culture. Okay. So actually, this is a very cool website that you can compare two countries. Like here, Taiwan.
Can you compare Taiwan and Japan?
Oh yeah, of course.
How did you come across this website?
I do some research on Google and I found this
That's
interesting
cool.
website. Yeah.
Could you tell them?
Yeah.
One by one?
So this is just some power distance individual. So this website is about comparing the high-low context culture. And
Okay, now let's see the chart.
yeah, the
It's
chart.
a very interesting chart.
Yeah. The first one is power distance, and the second is
Now tell
individualism.
us the categories first. How many categories are we comparing?
6.
The first one
Yeah.
is,
The first one is power distance.
the second one,
Is individualism, and the third one is motivation towards achievements and success. The third one is uncertainty avoidance, and the fourth one is long-term orientation, and the sixth one is indulgence. Yeah, so pretty cool. And let's go to the next one.
that's a very good tool.
Yeah.
You can compare that to almost anything.
Okay, so this website is talking about the educational high-low context. If two countries have like the different cultures, then there will maybe some differences. So low context culture and high context culture, and their differences in communication and the cultural orientation. And here's a chart. And I believe in, like, for example, Sweden's low context culture is here, and I assume that Taiwan will be here, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Okay, then let's take a 20 minutes break, and we'll go back at
4 o'clock?
4:15.
今天的，老娘今天的是加总出来还是要？
对，加总出来，跟前面另外一个，就是最后学期的。
OK，所以就包含扣分，就是加分和扣分课程的分数。
对，最后在这，然后这边让你签。
OK，好，OK。
Okay, welcome back. So it's time for each group's comments. Let's welcome Group 1.
Hello everyone, my name is Ling and I have four points to this group, and one is although there are two people, but their teamwork is very good, and another is I think their articulation is very good. It's like native speaker, and third is the PowerPoint layout is very elegant. And the last one is in the listening part, I know the cramped means crowded, and I'll give the floor to Yotan.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name is Yotan from Group 1. For the feedback, I will give them they wear suitable clothes, and also their presentation is clear. Also, they have a very fluent and very good English speaking and cooperation. Thank you. Then I will give the floor to teacher.
Attention from Group 1. As for Group A's presentation, I think they did a great job. Although they only have two people, but they balance the work and balance the work very well. I think they are good teammates. Although they have some problem like missing the part at activity, but they quickly corrected and respond. Yeah, they did a great job. I'll give a floor to Group 2.
Continue from Group 2. I think their presentation structure is well, and I think the website title content culture is very cool. I give the floor to Shu.
I'm Shu from Group 2. First is their presentation structure is clear and their voice is loud enough that everyone can hear. I'll give the floor to Bro.
I'm Bro from Group 2, and I have three advantage. One disadvantage. First, the advantage is their vocabulary design style. Got two versions, one in dialogue and one in the listening practice. It's pretty catch our sight. And the second is the high-low context cultures websites, really cool. And the third is they almost not did what other teams did wrong in our presentations. They correct the mistakes. And about the disadvantages, I think there's too much words in high-low context culture. And I'll give the floor to Group 3.
I'm Hong Shen from Group 3, and I have one advantage for Group 8 is their high and low context culture. They introduced our new website that I didn't know before. They compared two countries. I think it's useful for me. I will give the floor to Zhu.
My name is Ling. I'm going to talk about one advantage. They forgot to apologize better, but they corrected immediately. And I'll give the floor to Jia.
Good afternoon, I'm Liang, Group 3. I have one advantage and two disadvantage to Group X. And firstly, I want to say their teamwork is very good. And also, CC, this words is that I didn't know is carbon copies. Yeah, and this is a very good example to explanation. And but they have some mistake in activity 2, and also you go to the scenario part. Is under control have some mistake in this page.
Okay.
Yes.
I corrected during
Yeah.
the vocabulary, but not this one.
Scenario
Correct
part
this
also
one.
have some mistake, so I give floor to group 4.
I'm Hong Zhang from Group 4, and I will propose 2 points for Group 8's presentation. And the first one is that I think they introduce us a pretty pragmatic website to compare different countries. So in the future, if we want to talk about high-low context cultures, we can use them to compare. And they have 6 categories, so I think that will be pretty useful in our future work. And the second one is about the activity 2, because they forgot to put the apology letter in the presentation, but I think Jason showed his ability to cope with the issue quickly. Although he didn't prepare for this part, he could immediately respond to this crisis in a good way. So I think this one thing was compliment. And I will give the floor to Romiang.
Group 4 in Romiang, and I have 2 advantages to talk about. The first one is I think Group 8 they talk very loud and confident. Second, I think they explain the reference in very detailed way. They share the chart and the content. I got it. The tools. They share the tools to compare the high-low context culture. Yes. Okay, I'll give the floor to Ije.
I'm Ije from Group 4. First, I think when their presentation, their vowels is very big, that everyone can clearly to hear what is told. And second is their high-low context counterpart. The topic is near than our life because everyone have education, have studying education. Elementary school, so it is near for us life. And next one is their slides design is easy to read to let us know what is the point. And I will give a floor to Group 5.
I'm Yang from Group 5. I think their presentation was very good. The voice and pronunciation was very good. Only the high-low, a little bit too much words on the page. And they use the bar chart with the website. It's very professional. And I give the floor to each.
I'm Iti from Group 5. I think the presentation was very clear and focused on the key point, and most are louder. And I give the floor to Lisa. I have one friend to them. I thought their presentation structure is very clear. Although they didn't prepare the apologize later. Apology later. But they covered this situation immediately. So I think it is great. Okay. And I will give one to group 6.
I'm reading from Group 6. I think Jia Chen pronounced the vowel following Li's nature as native speaker. And even if there are some mistakes in activity, he quickly correct them with impressive adaptability. And I look forward to.
I'm Jing from Group 6, and I have 3 ways to talk. First is I think their teamwork is very great, and the second is I think their vocabulary part is very excellent because I like the part of the different colors, red and blue.
To go to your vocabulary. How is it?
Because they use the color blue and black to separate. Yeah. Because their vocabulary parts use the 2 colors to separate the different parts. They use the black and blue to separate the different parts so that we can see the parts very clearly, and I very like this part. And the third one is I think their eye contact is very great because I saw that when they ask a question and they will choose a person to answer the question and they will eye contact with the person. So I really like this part. And I will give the floor to Zhixian.
I am Zhixian from Group 6. And first, their voice is loud and pronunciation is clear. And the high-low contact culture topic is interesting. And I will give the floor to Group 7.
We are Group 7 and I hope you did. I think their PowerPoint was very clear and they speak very fluently. Although there are only 2 of them, but they did a good job. I'll give the floor to Pei.
Okay, Super from Group 7, and I think this is a great presentation, although have some mispronunciation and the wrong spelling. Yeah, but the immediately correct also make the report more complete. Yeah, and I give floor to Group 8.
Okay, now please give 3 minutes. We're gonna choose the best commentators.
here's our best commentators, and let's invite us come up stage and to sum up their comments. Yay.
Announce the winner's name
Oh,
first.
Okay.
So the winner, our best commentators are Zhou Borong,
Yay.
Huang Jiaen, and Pan Jingxian.
And tell us why you chose them.
Okay, so I choose Zhou Borong because he said that on the high-low contest culture, the two slides that I put too much words on it, and maybe it's not. If I put so many words on the slide, it will let them not very easy to read it. Yeah, and for Jiaen, that he said that I can respond to the criticism very quickly. Yeah, and for Jingxian, she said that on the vocabulary parts, I use different colors to separate the title and the sentence and the Chinese translate. Yeah. And now let's invite our best commentators.
I'm Bro from Group 2. And first of all, thank you for choosing me as one of the best commentators. And what I said, I say they had 3 advantages and 1 disadvantage. The first advantage is they had 2 design style of vocabularies in scenario 2 and a listening practice is catching our sight. And the second is I think their high-low contest cultures website is really cool. And the third advantage is they almost correct the mistakes that the other groups make. And about the disadvantages, I think their high-low context culture slides, 2 slides, there are too much words on it. And I'll give the floor to Jian.
Thank you for choosing me as one of the best commentators. So I'll summarize the 2 points for Group 8's presentation. And the first one is that I introduced a pretty useful and helpful tool to all of us in the future. So like when we want to compare different countries
Could you go to the tool again?
based on 6 different categories like indulgence or powers, distance, blah, blah, blah. A lot of different categories, we can use this one. And we can include different aspects in our future presentation work. And I think this website is pretty practical. And as for the weakness, they still need to remember that they need to cover all the activities in that section, because this time they forgot to include the apology later. So I think that's next time they still need to check their presentation. But I will compliment Jason for his ability to cope with this crisis, so he could respond to the later immediately. And I think that's one thing worth compliment. And I will give the floor to Jingxian.
I'm Jingqian from Group 6. And first, I want to thank you for choosing me as one of the best commentators. And I talk about the 3 strengths. And first is their eyes contact with the audience, because I think that make me feel very, very happy and very warm. And the second one is I talked about their vocabulary part. I think they did very well because they use the black and blue to separate 2 different parts, and that can make us clearly know what we are talking about. And the third one is I talked about their teamwork because I think their teamwork is very great. So I think I really like it, and I will give my floor back to Group 8. Thank you.
So the next part is our inside story. So on December 9th, 2024, we discussed the PowerPoint slide on Line app, Line group. And on December 31st, 2024, we discussing the high-low contact culture, which is same on the Line group. And for January 4th, we start our first rehearsal. And on January 5th, we start our second rehearsal. So this is our presentation. Thank you very much. And we are Group A. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Bravo. All's well that ends well. You're great students, making huge progress. And now we need to confirm your final absence. Where is that sheet?
应该传到他的那。
都签完名了吗？哎，杨哲还没签。
没有老师不是说那个传副文给你不会扣？
对。
然后上面有什么？
老师的副文。
副文是谁传的？
我传给你。
你的 OK 好。几月几号的？有问题的现在来跟老师说。
首先收起。